Well, hello there. Your name is? I've been expecting you. Lovely to make your acquaintance. Welcome to West Haven Academy. My name is Merrigan O'Gocklin. Now, if you'll follow me, I'll show you to your dorms. The rest of your belongings arrived yesterday. I oversaw the delivery myself. If you need any toiletries, we do keep a small supply on hand for situations where a student needed something after the shops in town were closed. Now everything's closed about 8:30 and no one wants to drive all the way to Sapphire City because they ran out of deodorant or laundry detergent or the like. As you might have guessed by now, West Haven is not a normal American college. I'm sure it was a surprise to receive an invitation to attend a school you hadn't even heard of, let alone ever applied to. I was shocked when I was invited, all the way from Ireland. I'm an alumna from this very school. They offered to hire me on after I graduated for some special opportunities. Nay, that's not something they extend to all graduates. I just had some unique circumstances that facilitated the offer. Anyways, as I was saying, West Haven is not a normal college. In fact, there are many elements that are carried over from American high schools. I don't completely understand why, though. Though I will say, going to prom for the first time was rather fun. Prom, for the most part, is an American tradition, although there are some students in Britain who decide to throw prom-themed parties at their school. Anyway, like I was saying, because West Haven is a lot like a high school, some choose to view it as a second chance, the opportunity to redo a high school experience. Some simply see it as a fresh start, the time to reinvent yourself, shall we say. However you choose to take your experience here, I would like you to understand that the school will change you. Well, as for whether that's for the better or not, I'll let you decide. Anyways, I'm here to get you settled, show you around, answer questions, and the like. Believe me, you will have questions, and I'll answer the ones I can, starting with the tour of the campus, if you like. Now, the main classrooms, the gymnasium, and the lockers are through that first hallway that you saw when you came in. The library, labs, music room, and pool are down the opposite hall. The hall we're in right now, the one that basically leads straight back, is the way to the teacher's lounge, the office, things like that. And if you follow it all the way to the back, like we're doing now, it brings you to the quad. Down that way is the outdoor access to the pool, which has a hot tub. Very nice after gym. They do not kid about when it comes to physical activity. Remind me to explain the war games to you. I know what it sounds like, but it's quite a big school activity. Even if you don't participate, you'll want to know what's going on. That part of the building, the added on one, is the gymnasium, and the building across the quad we'll be heading to in a moment is one of the dorms. If you like, you can just take a moment to orientate yourself here. I know this is a lot of information at once. That's alright. This bench just here. Let's take a seat. Would you like to hear some history about West Haven? I know a bit. The school was originally established in the early 19th century. A number of scientific-minded individuals were looking for a place to quietly study and work, as they apparently had been growing increasingly discontent with the scientific communities on the East Coast and Europe. Anyways, the people who founded the school were looking for a place to settle, and they came across West Haven, surrounded by the dense Bavarian woods, giving them privacy from the outside world, filled with the eccentric rich who find new scientific discoveries a novelty. Therefore, these scientists were virtually surrounded by rich donors. It was a fertile breeding ground for scientific discovery. West Haven was ideal for a new college. Rumour has it that a native of the town joined them in their efforts and helped them scout locations for the school, which ended up being a mansion that was already old when the college was founded. I do know a lot. One of the staff here, the janitor, is a bit of a historian when it comes to the history of West Haven. Apparently, he's got family roots that go all the way back to the same time. Seek him out. Ask him yourself. He's a rather pleasant man, if a bit strange, a bit old-fashioned, very chivalrous. I think he lives on the grounds somewhere. A question. About the Sparian Woods. Yes. I know enough about the Sparian Woods to stay out of it. Night or day, it doesn't matter. That's a place even the Fae wouldn't go. Listen to me. Stay out of the Sparian Woods. Don't go anywhere near it. If you ever have to drive up to Sapphire City, or anywhere else that has a road running through part of the Sparian Woods, stay on the road. Don't go hiking or exploring there. There's a map of the whole area in the orientation pack in your room. It'll show you the borders of the Sparian Woods. I suggest you either keep it on you or learn where not to go. Sorry to bring the mood down, but I do take this very seriously. The Sparian Woods has a history of just taking people. Just this last year, we've had 2 students disappear under mysterious circumstances. One girl from the area of the woods itself. The other was rumoured to have made plans to go to the Sparian Woods the day they disappeared. So please, for your own safety, don't go to the woods. It's not worth the risk. Look, you can choose to believe me or not, if you want. But in my first few months here, I tried taking a shortcut through the Sparian Woods. I was only there for a few moments, but have you ever just gotten a bad feeling about something? The hair raises on the back of your neck. You feel like you're being watched. That's how I felt in those woods. Every time I've tried going there. Fine. You can do as you like, but don't let it be said that you weren't warned. Anyway, if you're ready, I can give you a tour of the dorms. Alright, let's go.